Humarap sa matinding supalpal si Congressman Abante matapos questionin ang legalidad at proseso ng ginagawang mini-trial ni Luis Tro. Sa gitna ng pagdinig, naging emosyonal ang palitan ng argumento kung saan binigyang diin na hindi na tama ang ginagawa rito. Maraming tagamasid ang nakapuna na tila personalan na ang atake imbes na tumutok sa tunay na isyu ng bayan. Ang nasabing pagdinig ay tinawag na isablay ng mga sumusuporta sa Vice-Presidente dahil sa kakulangan ng matibay na ebidensya. Habang nagpapatuloy ang bangayan, nahahati ang opinyon ng publiko, hustisya ba ang hinahanap o panggigipit lamang sa kalaban? Manatiling updated sa pinakamainit na kaganapan sa loob ng plenaryo.
It's silent theory. Ma'am, malaki po kasi yung pinagkaiba ng isang complaint that already alleges ultimate facts supported by evidence. And a complaint that
Mas mainam sir, next time ilagay mo na lang sa papel. Ang pangit tignan pagka binabasa mo sa cellphone. PX, ang dami mo na namang nakikita. Hindi. Para hindi lang kahit papaano kumbaga kasi yung mga di ba ang pangit tignan sa cellphone binabasa mo. Sa papel mas okay. Walang problema sa papel pero sa cellphone parang ang pangit tignan. Pero anyway, palakpakan natin ito si Kompar ko lang.
substantially requests this committee to authorize this committee to investigate, and perhaps we will later find the proof. And if I also
Siga itong si Kong Paulo eh. Pwesto yan ni BP Sara sa ulo. Ang pangalan nito lagi kasi set up dyan, si Banal na Aso at itong si Saba Queen, nasa gitna nila si BP. Ang sabi nitong si Kong Duterte, doon ako sa pwesto ni BP Sara. Ako sasagot sa
raise this observation, Madam.
Hira kayo
Regarding the Ombudsman, the independence of the Ombudsman may be put to question before this body. The House of Representatives Committee on Justice summons the Ombudsman before the members of Congress and the public to present the statement of assets, liabilities, and net worth of the Vice President. While the Ombudsman has an ongoing investigation before his office, the Ombudsman is mandated to have the primary duty to conduct investigations over the misconduct of public officers.
Madam Chair,
point of order si Banal na
There's a
Aso.
point of order, Honorable Marcoleta.
just would like to
Honorable
clarify.
Bishop Abante.
I would like to clarify to ask Congressman Marcoleta. Sinabi niya kanina hindi kasama yung SALN sa original complaint.
Yes, he mentioned that.
Oh, I'd like to clarify. Paano niya nasabi yun? Kasama eh. Ito, babasahin ko.
Basahin mo Brad. Sinama niyo na ba?
Vice President Sara Duterte committed culpable violation of the Constitution and betrayed the public trust in amassing unexplained wealth and failing to disclose all her properties and interests in properties in her SALN. Nagalagay po sa complaint eh. Anong sinasabi niya na hindi kasama sa original complaint?
Yung SALN na pinag-uusapan, yung nakatouch sa SALN. Kalma ka lang Brad, yung puso mo. Ang payat-payat mo na nga lang, sisigaw-sigaw ka pa na ganyan.
I'd like to find out from him.
Honorable
Ang hirap
Marcoleta.
noon ko, Chair, salita siya ng salita dito. Kinakailangan maging sure tayo na hindi nabanggit.
And if I may add, for the guidance of the honorable members and in response to the manifestation of the Honorable Marcoleta.
Nagalit si Benny Boy. Wala na nga naniniwala sa kanilang mini-trial. Meron bang magsasalitang Marcoleta? Wala na ho talaga. Diba? Basura talaga eh.
I will be reading the specific paragraph where matters concerning SALN was mentioned in the complaint. With regards to Sabalo complaint, there are allegations in paragraph 107, 108, 109, and paragraphs 285 to 290. And for Cabrera complaint, may we refer the Honorable Marcoleta as well to paragraph 20.3, paragraph 76, paragraph 77, paragraph 232, paragraph 233, 234, 235, 236, 237, 238, 239, 240, 241, 242, and even from paragraphs 244 to 246. For the information of the Honorable Marcoleta,
Yes, ma'am.
mentioned
Binanggit po ang-
paragraphs contained allegations which are relevant to the salens of the respondent.
Yes, ma'am, it was mentioned, I think, very adequately, the word salens, but
Yan.
they were never attached to the original complaints.
Nako, yan na nga ba sinasabi natin? Wala. Kasi dapat sa impeachment, kung ano lang ang naka-attach dun sa original complaint, yun ang pag-uusapan. Ayaw, kung hindi naka-attach, nako, may kakaproblema tayo
And
dyan.
this complaint is just merely requesting the committee to produce evidence. Kung ibig sabihin, wala pang ebidensya, nakikiusap sa committee na ito para mag-produce ng ebidensya na wala, hindi nakakabit sa original complaints.
Yun pala ang punto nitong si Kong Marcoleta. Palakpakan nun natin. Sinopla ko niya ng harapan. Tabihan pala. Itong si banal na aso, santong kabayo na si Benny Abante.
Sinasabi ko, ma'am.
Oh.
In other words, you admit
Ano Benny? Kasi alam ko, ano ka eh, bida-bida ka eh. Wala ka ba doon?
that there were a lot of
At
times that
kino-coach pa siya nung katabi niya.
salens were mentioned in the impeachment complaint. However,
They were never
they were not
attached.
attached in the
Opo.
impeachment
Wala pa
complaint.
pong ebidensyang nakalakip doon po sa complaint. At ngayon pa lang po natin binubuksan dahil ito po ay kumbaga request ng complainant.
Please understand as well that the compulsory process that was granted to the Justice Committee is for the purpose of testing the sufficiency of the allegations in the complaint, whether the same constitute probable cause, which is the mandate of this proceeding. So, with all due respect, Honorable Marcoleta, it is our humble position that all the actions of this committee, including the issuance of subpoena of all these questioned salens by Your Honor, is in accordance with the rules of impeachment, the Constitution, and even with the decisions of the Honorable Supreme Court.
Ma'am, the court will be the better judge of that.
And that is why you should elevate that before the Honorable Court.
Maybe not me, but some other parties.
Palakpaka. Natawa na lang si Benny Boy. Oh,
Any
sige.
other member who wish to
Ano ka
raise
na?
clarificatory?
Ano ka na? Napatingala na lang ito si Benny Abante. Di ko alam kung kanino siya nananalangin yan. Lupet. Ayos,
Sorry,
ayos.
questions to the Ombudsman?
Saludo.
Hearing
Saludo,
none,
palakpakan natin si,
may we direct the
Marcoleta.
committee secretary to call the Vice President
Madam
in
Chair,
order
just,
to extend to her
Madam Chair,
the opportunity to present evidence, including those which will counter the testimony provided already and the documents provided already by the Office of the Ombudsman.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Garbin is recognized.
thank you, Madam. Just a few questions to the representatives of the Ombudsman. Kayo ay nagpresenta ng SALN, and what was presented by your office are those SALNs under your custody and the entries, the official entries in those SALN. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
But that entries does not say whether there is a misdeclaration, untruthful declaration, or willful non-disclosure that will lead to unexplained wealth. Tama po ba?
Nako,
Your Honor, binasa ko lang po kung ano yung, at kinonfirm ko lang po kung ano yung nakalagay sa SALN.
Honorable Garbin, I'm afraid but we are not allowed to raise questions which will go beyond what appears in the SALN.
ba't ganyan magtanong si Garbin? Anong nangyari sa kanya?
That's why, Madam Chair, I just need confirmation whether that
Yes.
presentation
Issues concerning
yields
this
to the
declaration.
yields in support to the complainants. First of all, Madam Chair, wala yung complainant dito eh.
I understand, but please limit your questions to
And that's why I want to ask
contents of
sana
the
yung
affidavit.
complainant
Contents of the
as
challenge.
to his allegation because it was pointed out that the Southern was only part of the broader allegations of unexplained wealth. That is correctly pointed out by Mr. Marcoleta or Congressman Marcoleta. Those Salen that was or that we want to specifically pinpoint that have material misdeclaration or untruthful declaration was never attached in the first place
We are
in the
not
complaint.
yet on that, Honorable Garbin.
We were
only
already
of
through.
Labo-labo na. Labo-labo. Oh, nakakatawa kayo dyan. Mga siraulo tong mga to. Pambira. Ano ba talaga? Sino ba talaga ako sigurado ako dito. Kakampi namin yung si Congressman Marcoleta. Yang si Garbin, hindi ko alam bakit ganyan siya magtanong dyan. Hindi ko alam ano dahilan kung bakit. Ano nangyari, Garbin? Ayaw ma-impeach si VP Sara. Para makauwi dito si Zaldico at talaga makapag-testify siya at malaman na sabay ng Pilipino kung sino talaga mastermind ng mga anomalya flood control. Nako, power play! Laro ito, laro. Huwag kang mag-alala, Garbin. Hindi ma-i-impeach si VP Sara, okay? Huwag kang mag-alala, kahit hindi umuwi si Zaldico dito, alam na sabay ng Pilipino kung sino ang mastermind dyan sa mga anomalya flood control. Kaluhan mo lang, huwag kang mainit ang ulo. Huwag mo nga si Pastor Benny Boy.
On that, we already voted on the ultimate facts and the sufficiency in substance. And the annexes provided in the complaint, Madam Chair. So what we have here is an improvement of the complaint, of the complainant's evidence. Tayo yung nagpo-produce ng ebidensya which is not supposed to be the case.
With all due respect, Honorable Garbin, the issuance of the subpoena is not for the purpose of adding, supplementing, or correcting whatever appears in the complaint. The purpose of the issuance of subpoena is to test whether the complaint is sufficient already for the existence of probable cause. To aid the justice members in judging whether or not probable cause exists on the basis of the allegations in the complaint, including the attached documents.
If I may, Madam Chair.
The Honorable Chua.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Hindi
Madam
kinaya ni
Chair, let me
Pakulo.
walk you through Section 7 of our Rules of Procedure in Impeachment Proceedings. Sabi po dito, the committee shall conduct a hearing. The committee, through the chairperson, may limit the period of examination by members of the committee. The committee shall have the power to issue compulsory processes for the attendance of witnesses and the production of documents and other related evidence. So, yun po yung ginagawa po natin dito. This SALN, ito pong SALN na to ay pumapasok po dito po sa power ng committee. Hindi naman po tayo ang nagsasabi niyan. Ang nagsasabi po niyan ay ang ating rules. Maraming salamat po, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Before we proceed,
Madam
I just
Chair.
want to state for the record, Honorable De Lima, that the committee is already in receipt of the notices of disallowance referred to by Attorney Camora of ICFAO COA during the April 14 hearing. This pertains to the disallowances of the first 3 quarters of the OVP Confidential Fund of 2023, the first, the second, and the third. The total amount of these notices of disallowances is 375,000 million. 375 million pesos. So the COMSEC is directed to provide copy of this notices of disallowance to the Vice President, the complainant, and all the members of the Justice Committee. The same is true with respect to the decision referred to as well by Attorney Camora of ICFAO COA. This is to prove that the appeal pertaining to the last quarter of 2022 confidential fund of OVP has been denied, which means that the notice of disallowance for the last quarter of 2022 was affirmed by the Commission on Audit. Likewise, the committee secretariat is directed to provide copy of the same to the Vice President, the complainants, and all the justice members. Honorable De Lima is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wish to put forth additional counter-arguments on the points raised by the Honorable Marcoleta and also certain points raised by the Honorable Garbin. Okay, first, we have determined already sufficiency in substance of the complaints. Sufficiency in substance, both in form and substance, and that includes the annexes. Pangalawa po, hindi po required na lahat ng mga pwedeng ebidensya ay dapat na-produce na ng complainants at the time of the filing of the complaint. And that's why we have these processes of subpoena para makalakap ng mga ebidensya na
Processes o processes. Ay, hindi ko alam hindi ako magaling sa English pero ito talaga si Aling Sabay.
nasabi sa
oo.
complaint tsaka yung mga related evidence. Ang importante po dito, especially in the issuance of subpoena, yung requirements of specificity or sufficiently described, yung mga
Yan ang mentor ni Baculaw ho yan, si Saba. Yun yung pronunciation niya talagang
dokumento na
siya.
pinapaproduce at yung relevance to the issue. Wala pong duda dun sa mga subpoena po natin ng production for the production of specific documents like respondent SAL-Ns, the AMLAC records of the flagged bank transactions of the respondent, the records of her corporate holdings, records of her financial transactions. These are all relevant to the grounds alleged in the complaint. They directly relate to the issues actually and specifically raised in the third and fourth impeachment complaints, the Sabaya et al. And Cabrera complaints, particularly that respondent purportedly engaged in culpable violation of the Constitution, graft and corruption, bribery, including the accumulation of unexplained and or ill-gotten wealth and her ownership of secret bank accounts worth millions, if not billions of pesos, all of which she did not declare in her SAL-Ns. Doon sa punto na ini-improve daw po natin, actually there's nothing wrong about that, improving the evidence that are sought to be presented by the complainants, kasi tayo nga po ang magiging prosecutors later, and we are determining at this point the existence of probable cause, and therefore we need the guidance of any other relevant evidence para makarating po sa determinasyon na yan ng existence of probable cause. We develop, we improve, we ask for other additional evidence as long as they are relevant to the issue or issues as alleged in the complaints. So wala po mga linalabag dito na mga principles pagdating po sa tungkol doon sa kailangan ba na linalagay lahat o pinipresenta na lahat sa complaint pa lang. So malinaw po yan, Madam Chair, hindi po kailangan. Thank you.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Chel Jokno is recognized.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Wala naman pong pinagkaiba ang ginagawa ng Committee on Justice dun sa ginagawa ng isang prosecutor na nagko-conduct ng preliminary investigation. Just like a prosecutor under the rules of the House, we have the power to issue subpoena to determine what used to be called probable cause, although what is now called certainty of conviction. And para sa akin, mas mahalaga pa nga yung tungkulin natin na yon dahil wala pa naman po tayo sa adversarial stage. We are very clearly in the inquisitorial stage where we are meant to inquire whether there is sufficient probable cause. Kaya po tayo binigyan ng ngipin ng House rules para makapagsubpoena ay para nga makita ang ebidensya. And I'm very disappointed at any attempts to remove that power from us Because that is precisely why the Constitution requires that we conduct a hearing. Yung hearing naman natin, hindi para marinig natin yung salita ng iba't ibang mga nandito ngayon, kung hindi makita mismo yung ebidensya. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yan.
Thank you.
Chairman.
Madam Chair.
Yan na.
Honorable Garbin.
Garbin.
Madam Chair.
At the outset, Madam Chair, let me state that I am for the truth and for knowing whether there's material or misdeclaration on the SALN. What I'm saying here, the observance of procedural due process.
Yan.
Going back to
Nananahimik si Bicol Saro. Yung katabi mo, Garbin, gusto niya makipisipipi Sara, gusto niya lahat na nangyayari na yan. Pambira. Siya yung nakatoka sa SALN, batukan mo.
complaint. As stated, this specific SALN were not attached. And we say observance of procedural due process. Ang tinatawag po doon, paano makakapagsagot yung isang respondent kung wala naman specific allegations doon sa mga iprinisintang SALN.
Bumubulong tong si Leila eh.
We agree that we have compulsory processes to produce those documents relevant to this hearing.
Meron nga.
But the absence of giving opportunity to the respondent the right to be heard or to answer, and those specific allegations, it's not even a specific allegation because it was part of a broader allegations of unexplained wealth. Ako po ay isang abogado bago mambabatas. Ako po ay dumaan din sa napakaraming preliminary investigation. And kung magpipresenta tayo dito ng dokumento na hindi natin bibigyan ng oportunidad yung inaakusahan dito, then where is the procedural due process? That's why I'm saying, are we approving the complaint? Or it is better left to the impeachment court
Correct.
to present all these documents so that the respondent will also have the right to confront those evidence presented
Correct.
against her.
Notice is being given to her.
And
Hindi nga yun. Kahit nabigyan siya ng notice, imbitahan siya, hindi naman niya makukumpronta yung kung sino man na magsasalita dyan sa Injustice Committee na yan. Ang sinasabi ni Garbin, punta tayo sa impeachment court. Doon magkakaroon ng parehas na playing field. Pwedeng questionin, pwedeng, di ba? Diyan hindi ho. Pagka nagdadakdak dyan si Bakulaw, si Chihuahua at yung si banal na aso, wala na ho.
the right also to examine those specific SALN that allege misdeclarations of unexplained wealth.
Honorable Garbin, I just want to state for the record that since the start of the presentation of witnesses and evidence, we've been sending notices to the Vice President, to the respondent, and as a matter of fact, even after every resource person, we are calling the Vice President to check if she is present so we can cater the opportunity to be heard that you are mentioning. Honorable Garbin, in as far as due process is concerned, I honestly believe that this committee has been amply complying in providing the same to the respondent Vice President. And let us all be reminded that this issue raised by the Honorable Garbin is already pending before the Supreme Court. So with the indulgence of the justice members, perhaps we should leave this to the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court. With that, can we proceed to the presentation of our resource persons?
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Tino.
may I ask some clarificatory questions regarding from the Ombudsman?
The Ombudsman.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Could we have the summary table of the SALN of the VP?
Can we
on
flash
the
again the
screen?
matrix? You need the matrix?
Opo.
Kindly flash the matrix, Secretariat.
Alright, thank you po. Just to confirm lang po sa Ombudsman, napansin ko lang po kasi na yung declaration or statement of assets, both real assets and personal assets for the years 2019 and 2020 are exactly the same. Tama po ba yan? Hindi naman kaya baka nagkamali lang nung cut and paste. Is that correct?
2019 and 2020.
Yes, is that correct? 2019, the real assets are 300 39,798,891, and that is the exact same figure for 2020. Tama po ba? And then for personal assets, the figure is 19,274,950 for both 2019 and 2020. Tama po yun?
Your Honor, based on the 2019 and 2020 salins submitted by the Vice President to the Office of the Ombudsman, we can confirm that
Exactly the
the
same.
real assets and personal assets were the same for those 2 years.
Okay. And for the years 2021 to 2022, the personal assets are exactly the same. Tama po ba? 20.
Please show the matrix.
23,849,950 personal assets. Tama po na pareho. Sakto.
That is 2021 and 2022 personal assets.
Your Honor, reading from the 2021 and 2022 submitted salins of the Vice Presidents, we can confirm that for the personal properties declared therein, it's the same amount po.
Okay. Thank you. So, again, and of course, yung sa real assets in the years 2009 to 2011, pareho, no? And also for 2016 and to
2009 to 2011 real assets. Closer to the microphone, Kong Tinio.
Well, siguro, Madam Chair, thank you for the confirmation. So I just wanted to check whether tama yung matrix, no? So
Can we mark also 2009 to 2011 real assets? 10 million. Exactly the same as well. May we see confirmation from the OMB?
Give us a few seconds, Your Honor. Give us a few seconds, Your Honor.
Yes, please. 09, 10, and 11.
Your Honor, based on the 2009, 2010, and 2011 submitted salins of the Vice President, we can confirm that the declaration therein was stated as 10,802,668.65 for the 3 years.
That's the same, exactly the same amount.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please flash the matrix, please. That's the 2009, 10, and 11 real assets. 10,802,668 pesos and 65 centavos, exactly the same amount for 09, 10, and 11. Honorable Tino.
And for the sake of completeness, 2016, 2017, real assets, same.
2016 and 2017,
Opo.
real assets, matrix.